everyone, and welcome back to Pesterquest. Welcome, Jade. Welcome, Igor and Umbra. You are not sleepy, so you will watch. Fuck yeah! We're in for such a good volume. Oh yes, hello, anyone viewing anonymously. Almost forgot. Can't forget that. Oh my goodness. I am so fucking excited to be able to share this brilliant piece of writing with you. Like, this, excitement paralleled only by, like, the Aradia route. Like, it's just, ooh. They really, really knocked it out of the park with this one, and I'm so pumped. There is no, all of the links at the top have to do with the route itself. So, there isn't really community news aside from the album that is being played. Diverging Delicacies by the unofficial MSPA fans. They've put out another new album. It's pretty fucking sick. Sorry, I'm just putting a link in my document. Yeah, I finally got the chance to listen to it today. So, you're going to be using this as pre-stream music until we get through the whole thing. Just because, it's neat. It's fucking good shit. But other than that, it is time to boot up that game. Alright. I'm just double checking my links because I don't quite remember everything that I have in my thing here. Hello? What? Okay. I don't know. There's something weird about the way full screen mode is coded in Pesterquest. I had the same issue with High Swap Friend Sim too. It's not, it doesn't really minimize. But anyway, that's an aside. It's just doing a weird thing where it's not letting me, it just keeps going over top of my web browser when I'm trying to look at it. I can't open my browser. Anyway, I think I remember everything that I have now. Whatever. Okay. Although I did want to do, there we go. It'll let me open that one, but not the other one. Got it. Got it. Hello. Okay. Okay, let me see. Copy link. I forgot to post on Twitter. That's it. So I'm just gonna pop a quick tweet. You're nearly at 7K. Holy shit, Jade. Y'all are just racking up the fucking points. That, consecutive stream bonus must be doing very nice things for you. Okay. Tweet. Good. Okay, I have tweeted. I'm trying to get better at, actually promoting my streams. Because I don't have a very good history with that. I just kind of do shit. 10K so you could do another bomb. I mean... That's... Damn. Well. Let's get started now that I have sent a tweet. Volume 13, Friendship Wozard. Okay. You spent a good few days fucking around with your newest friends. They seem to be on their respective paths toward something. You're not exactly sure if self-actualization is a part of it, but you're trying not to be too bent up about it. This Earth's friend group seems to have a lot of, interpersonal complexity. To be fair, you do only really know half of the friendship quadrangle. It's probably past time to meet the other two corners of it. See what all the fuss is about. Get their side of all the drama before you leap to make any more judgments. You thought a lot about what you said to Jake, and what you wanted to say, but didn't. Your shame at the thought that you might also be erring passively on the side of friendship sloshes uncomfortably in your belly against the fear that you may be choosing too much, wanting too much, changing too much. Because you thought a lot about what Jade said to you, too. That's probably why you bothered to get Roxy's address from Jane. You can't exactly stop making new friends, because you aren't ready to think about about what your purpose would be without that. But maybe you could do it the old-fashioned way this time. Showing up on somebody's doorstep via the accepted human method of following directions to their domicile's specific government-assigned number seems like it might be a better start than, just zapping directly to them when they're taking a shit or something. Which is definitely a hypothetical situation, and not at all something that happened to you recently. But, yeah. Just that makes me laugh so fucking hard, but at the same time just makes me, shrivel up. Because the idea of that just sounds so fucking terrifying, frankly. Did they catch John on the John? Oh my god. Oh, that's good. Fuck. Anyway, you came up with a plan and everything. You're not a real mailman that you know of, but you've grown to appreciate and respect the profession, so you don't mind LARPing it once more. You wonder briefly if there might be other guises under which people might go up to another person's house and knock on their door, but almost none of your friends ever leave their fucking brooms, so you sure wouldn't know. You zap down the street from her house and walk up the long, scary driveway through the trees, over a bridge, and up to her door. Okay, so not exactly a normal human method. What, were you supposed to stroll all the way to New York from Jane's place? She'd offered you bus money, but then remembered her fortune is tainted. She vacillated between giving you every single one of her dollars and burning it all in a symbolic bonfire until the two of you landed on moving it to a new, hopefully untraceable bank account. You're really not sure how deep the Batter Witch's surveillance goes, but Jane seems satisfied at least. She's going through a lot. You know how it is, having to endure huge, life-upending bouts of information being tossed at you more or less weekly yourself. So, yeah, you skipped a step in your male-person sojourn, but you made it to Roxy's house in a respectable manner, which was the whole point. You're gonna make the fuck out of a good impression. You knock, and you wait. Guess fucking who? He didn't do any time travel, he just fucking walked to the house. So of course it's Alpha Rose, because it's still fucking 2011. Yeah, it sure is Rose. Oh my god, this fucked me up. Okay. The person who comes to the door is not Roxy. At least, she doesn't look like the photo of Roxy that Jane showed you. Oh, fuck, unless Roxy's a catfish? You did not expect this. Oh, it's you. This could be interesting. Because Alpha Rose knows shit. You blink. It is you. She got that part right. Do you know her? You scour her features. She does seem familiar, like a friend you almost had, or did have, very long ago, or moderately long ago, depending on the perspective you are looking at time from. You wonder, have the two of you met before? No, we have not, nor was I expecting the pleasure. Ah, shit. You thought you were onto... Ah, shit. You thought you were onto something for once. So fucking close. Yeah, I know the name tag, right? Catfish Roxy? Question mark? You wonder how many more levels of memory are buried, twisted under a blown synapse in your burned out brain. Right, because MSP Reader still doesn't remember reading Homestuck. So that's kind of playing into this too. You have to move forward and give up on chasing down whatever buckwild theory we're inching toward there. There are real mysteries afoot with this stranger. This feels like a decisive moment if there ever was one. So, now you're kind of hyped because you weren't expecting Alpha Rose content? Same. Oh my god. It's fucking good shit. So, choice number 1. As usual, we're gonna get the shortest end knocked out of the park. We'll just get that shit out of the way, and then we will come back and continue with the longer form story. So, catch the catfish in her river of lies. You know how this shit goes. It's time to sit down, just the two of you, to talk through some hard truths before asking Jane if they want to meet for a tense but hopefully cathartic confrontation. Which you'll have to film, of course. Shit, okay, it's go time. Hello, JC. Yes, this is Alpha Rose. Reminds you of Garnet from Steven Universe at first. I can see the structural resemblance, yes. But yeah, this is indeed Alpha Rose. You take a deep breath and call her out like the slick sleuth you are. You know she's been pretending to be friends with Jane online. Oh, this is far cuter than I expected. Both the situation and your little self, I mean. I have in no way been doing that. It is more refreshing than I would have thought, though, to be reminded that there are dramas with stakes like these out there. In the midst of all of this. Her eyebrows pull together as her gaze goes right through you. You turn around, but there's nothing out there. While some of my moves, both personal and political, have brought my path across her, family, I haven't interfered directly with Jane's life, and I don't intend to start. Can you say the same, friend? Is there a way you justify the strings you are pulling? I won't stop you, of course. I have my own matters to attend to. This is only food for thought, and I can see you are intellectually underfed. It just might be worth your while to contemplate the repercussions of the paths you are on. Did you have any further questions, or did you come all this way just for that? Scalding. So, there's been a lot of scutter and some jokes about MSPA Reader's name literally just being friend, since it was capitalized like a proper noun there. But, yeah, Alpha Rose knows shit, which was apparent in the comic as well. But, like, she saw MSPA Reader and recognized who they were and what they were doing, which is interesting. The only other character who's done that in Pesterquest was Aradia. But yes, she's giving me a rather sharp warning here to get them to use their noggin for a hot second. It reminded me a little bit about what Jade was talking about in the last volume in the Jake's route. You really aren't sure. Man, it seems like all you do is contemplate your path. You feel all turned around inside. Talking to whoever this is makes you feel like you stayed up too late staring at the moon and got all fucked up about existence till you felt too stupid to think anymore. But, like, in a good way. You stare blankly at her while you try to remember your purpose. That's... yeah. I like that description a lot. 6.9k points. I will go ahead and take that as a no. Good luck, friend. And there she goes. She shuts the door and you turn, bewildered, back toward the long driveway. Well, okay then. You sure met someone. It definitely wasn't Roxy, and you don't think whatever just happened counts as friendship, so you guess this one's a loss. Was it because you cheated at traveling like a regular person? Friendless and rudderless, you start the long, pointless walk of penance to somewhere. What just happened? So, no leads, just a door in the face. And back to that early decision we go. There's gotta be another answer here. Oh, wait. You are an idiot. This is an adult. You've been spending too much time with marginally supervised aliens and a lonely marooned boy recently that you forgot that Roxy probably lives with her parents. Ooh. And it's 50-50 on the possibility of a stuffed Grandma Rose somewhere in there if the pattern holds. It's feasible she could have told her mom about you? You play it safe, and instead of accusing anyone of online identity crime, you ask if Roxy is home. Oof. She stares at you for a moment, her lips slightly parted. You get the feeling she is not often caught off guard, and you wonder what it is you've done wrong. What it is you've done wrong now. Do you ever think you have lived through every possible iteration of an emotion, and then one day a manifestation of narrative agency shows up on your doorstep to remind you that there is yet another way to experience the acute feeling of a particular loss? Oh. You do what you do best, and stare blankly at her, trying to figure out just what in the fuck that might mean. Poor Rose, I know! Oh, is that not a universal one? Oh yes, the name has changed to probably Roxy's mom. Well then, I can clarify. It is a roundabout way of saying no, she is not home, nor will she be for quite a while. I would offer to take a message for you, but with your bag of tricks, I think you can manage the wait. She winks at you conspiratorially, and you have never felt less like you were in on a plan with somebody. This has been fun, but I'm not the one you want. I'll go ahead and make myself scarce so things can start moving along. Unfortunately for me, my path is not as flexible as yours, or hers. You've wasted considerable time here as it is, and I have my own preparations to contend with. Scoot along before you touch something you shouldn't. She shuts the door and you stand, blank and useless, on the doorstep. God, I fucking love Rose. Okay, so this time we were actually pointed in the direction of Roxy. Maybe this isn't the right house and that lady was just having a good time fucking with you? Jane had said she hadn't used Roxy's address in forever, since Roxy didn't even really seem to receive things she sent through the mail. What a... That's just another big oof, though. Like, already, just that the mention of is Roxy home, we got that, like, the snap reaction from Rose of just, like, the pain of knowing that they would never be, that she would never be able to meet her. And then she's also getting all this stuff in the mail from Jane that was supposed to be for Roxy. Oh, my heart. My goodness. Rose. Crying cat in bed emoji. Yeah. And whoever did this didn't really give you any solid evidence that she knew what you were talking about. You take a minute to consider the cryptic shit the woman who is very probably not Roxy's mom just told you. You feel like a level 1 bugfuck idiot taking on a side quest from an enigmatic wizard so far beyond you. You feel like you should have spent way more time grinding first. It feels like that's what she was going for. Yeah. Anyway, whatever she said was something like, you could manage the wait? Maybe this one's an issue of time, not space. It always seems to be one of those two bastards, huh? Well, luckily for you, you have power over both. Might as well follow the only lead you have. You perch on the bridge over the river running in front of the house and fast forward, holding Roxy's name at the front of your mind. Years swirl by you in a visual cacophony. Buildings rise up around you. Light flashes red and hot. There is a rush of busy energy, the ebb and flow of a colonial tide, and then a stillness. Right when you start to wonder if you've missed her, you feel it. You wait till it feels right, and you stop. Always those bastards, yeah. Always those bastards. Fucking time and space. Holy shit. That was a while. You traveled forward in time from John's era to meet Jane, you guess, so you suppose it isn't the most unfathomable thing to do it again, but wow. The trees that surrounded you just a minute ago are gone, replaced by a sea of crumbling buildings and a low, skittery sound, like pressing your ear to an ant colony. The vibes out here are real bad. You hurry up and knock. The door opens slowly. There she is! Oh, my heart, I love her so much. Roxy, for sure it's Roxy this time, peeks her head out, spots you, then squints at the empty street behind you. Seeing no threat, she bumps the door open with her elbow and drops a huge pumpkin in your arms. She stumbles a bit over the door jamb as she does it, and you almost don't catch the pumpkin in favor of reaching for her, but she steadies herself at the last moment and leans against the frame, unfazed. Here you go, little buddy. I appreciate you knocking. It's a lot more polite than the usual breaking and entering you guys do, so I picked out a nice juicy one for you. Don't go telling everyone to try this shit, though, or else I'll never get sleep again in my life. I'll just be running produce to my door 24/7, unloading snacks to every chess guy in existence without rest. Not but your eating noises for company. I love her. This is not at all how you thought this would go, but you honestly should have known better than to do anything with your expectations but throw them in the trash can. So you roll with it and thank her for the pumpkin, calling her by name for max politeness. You can't see much over the flagrantly large gourd you're struggling to keep hold of, but you feel her go still. Did she stop breathing? You crane your neck to peek over the curve of the pumpkin and fuck, again with those expectations. You did not anticipate pure terror to be the emotion constructed on her face, but there it is. What shit did you just say to me? You said thank you, Roxy? You open your mouth again to introduce yourself as the friend Jane mentioned, but all your words shrivel up in your horrible mouth because Roxy has flattened herself against the doorframe, her head tucked like you're blinding her, her head tucked down like you're blinding her. You're not said mine. She slinks down to the floor and kind of rolls back inside, shutting the door behind her. You hear nothing and then a deep heaving sob. What the fuck just happened? You knock, politely. Just once. Hold on a minute, I gotta do something. Don't go anywhere. You hear nothing but footsteps trailing away into silence. It could be time to head out, but she told you to wait, so you do. You are nothing if not committed. About 20 minutes in, the low, skittering hum in the background fortifies itself into a more present rumble. From around the corners and out from dilapidated doors come the source. A patter of feet, a low, unintelligible whisper, and the clicking of joints. It's people, and they look like you. Well, almost. It's more that you look like if a child drew them. Their simple frames made simpler with softer edges. Your skin is actually skin, right? They chitter around you and you squish your arm meat to make sure. Yeah, you aren't chitinous. Whew. Wait, or is that bad? You were trying to process whether you're relieved to have the bodily makeup you thought you did, or if you're sad that the space-time and you thought you might have finally found your kin was so fleeting. You don't get a chance to sort through it fully because the new guys are surrounding you and they look hungry. It might well be you or the pumpkin. Here, so you hold it out towards them and hope for the best. They take it and, chittering what seems to be their thanks, shrink back into the night. You check them off your mental list of predators and sit for a beat. It feels like you're waiting for more than Roxy's return, like this is a moment of choice. Jesus fuck, you went to all this effort to try to do things a new way, and what did it get you? Nothing. You've never had such a spectacular failure to connect upon first meeting someone. So what are you supposed to do now? You wait, but the familiar push against your ribcage to decide something doesn't come. What is this drive to make you choose anyway? What if you just wanted to sit on your ass and do nothing, huh? What if you are tired of choosing when every choice you make takes you further from anything good? And who knows? Maybe you're supposed to do nothing. Maybe that's what your plan was all along, huh, tough guy? You don't know who that little jab was aimed at, but you want nothing more in this moment than to petulantly slap the reins of choice off your shoulders. If only there were reins to slap. God, impotent rage is the worst. After a minute of continued seething at nothing, you feel it. Okay, chat, we have 3 choices. Go see what the chess guys know. Give up and see if Nepeta wants to hang out. Or doors locked? Smash a window, bitch. So, how are we feeling tonight? The last one is so mean. It's maybe a little rude. Here for the top 2? Any other preferences for folks watching as to which direction to take this? Going once, going twice. So, I'm gonna start with the first one. Go see what the chess guys know. More than you know, Chungus. Okay, who would like to try again? Oh yes, we have been directly spoken to by MSPA Reader themselves. I guess, if there's no other opinions, we'll go with Nepeta, since that was the other of the top 2 options that you were interested in. Give up and see if Nepeta wants to hang out. Nice try. Can't tempt me with a fun friend this time, bucko. Well, it seems we have been railroaded. I suppose it is time to smash a window, bitch. Door locked? Smash a window, bitch. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my mom. So, none of those were correct. MSPA Reader is now fighting us on choices. And I mean, that has interesting implications as to what the choice options are in the first place. Because the implication all along, kind of like, yeah, MSPA Reader just told us to fuck off. The implication all along is that all of the choices that were displayed on the screen came from MSPA Reader, right? Or at least I feel like that's the most common reading. You know, the implication has just been that all of the choices are coming from MSPA Reader themselves and the options that they are seeing in a particular situation. But there's I feel like there's kind of an implication here that, yeah, that it's not MSPA Reader who is deciding what the options are. It's an outside entity. Like T-Pose guy. Or maybe it's more literally just whoever the author of the root is. But yeah, so that kind of switches things up. We're getting a little more into the just a touch more metafuckery, because that's, you know, we always need more levels of that. It's always an outside entity. Fuck yeah. Blinking, you feel the desire to act ebb away. Oh, one last note that I just remembered. I feel like what's happening here ties into all of the discussion and implications of MSPA Reader's powers getting stronger. Okay, now I'm gonna keep reading. It's replaced by a tingly giddiness at the victory of your, inertia? You'll be kind to yourself and call it fortitude and resolution instead. You're gonna see this shit through. You do what you promised, and wait. Eventually, you curl up on the welcome mat and pass out like a stray kitten. At some point in the night, you open your eyes for one bleary moment as a chess guy lays a blanket over you. The creak of the door next to your ear jolts you awake. Towering above you in the sharp, bright rays of the morning sun is Roxy. Oh shit, you are real. I came out here so I could prove to past Tipsy me that it was just a daymare or some shit, but now here you are and here I am, so let's dig right in. Did you or did you not say human English words, including my name, to me last night? You did do that? Well, time to reckon with this then, I guess. I might still be a little buzzed, so I'm just gonna see how this plays out. Stick with me. She beckons you inside and you scramble to your feet and fall. She beckons you inside and you scramble to your feet and follow her. Hello, living room. All that waiting paid off, didn't it? You emanate smugness in every direction as you walk, just in case there are any entities or narrative concepts around that have the capacity for feeling slighted by such a thing. You trail behind her into the living room, explaining how you knew her name via her friends. Ah, okay, that makes more sense, LMAO. That'd make you the one who convinced Jane of this stuff about our reality that I've been trying to get her to see for quite some fucking time. The benefits of being able to be there to show her in person, I guess. She stands next to the couch, her shoulders bunched up, popping her fingers. She isn't looking at you. She told me you could time travel, but she failed to mention the part about how you are some kind of alien. Oh, some kind of alien. Alien. Sorry to offend. But if I'm being real, it's not like our communication style is fully and truly without gaps on a normal day. So this checks out. She scrunches her face up and groans. I'm so sorry. I'm being a jelly-bellied Deborah Downer. LMAO, what in the fuck is wrong with me? Here you are, a friend in the flesh, and I'm just over here whining away about my other friends whom I love very much. This is just a lot, LMAO. I've daydreamed all the potential friend meeting scenarios I thought might ever happen, with any and all combobs of my 4 whole friends whisking me off on a friend sojourn. I just didn't consider a new one might show up on my door disguised as one of my little neighbors, so... Yeah, you're super sorry for how last night went down. And for what it's worth, you made friends with, like, a lot of people. And all the friend-making skills you've learned in your travels didn't save you from fucking this one up. There's no one foolproof way to do it, you figure. You would know, as a proven fool. LMAO, that's good to hear. Still, I'm sorry about ditching you right off the bat. I went to find a small sip of courage, which turned into a swig of courage, and that became a whole-ass bottle of courage, which, as you know, can happen. So I did not so much come back outside to confront my harsh real titties. Or realities. Namely you. As I did confront the soft real titties of my pillow on the floor next to my bed. Anyway, it's just that I've never heard my name come out of someone's mouth right next to me in real life before. Oh, Roxy. You don't comment on the booze thing. Y'all just met, and you don't want to come off too preachy just yet. You try another angle instead. You could always try the meeting thing again? Like, acting it out? Oh, sure, yeah. Of course you didn't mean literally going back and redoing it. This is a salvageable situation, and you don't want to waste a redo if you don't have to. Well, what? What you mean is you rarely get shit right the first try anyway. Might as well give each other a clean slate. You hold your fist up and knock on the air in front of you. You hope she thinks this is cool and not stupid, since you just kind of leapt into it to avoid thinking too much about all your false starts. You don't have to worry for too long, because she smiles and it's brilliant. The shivering tension in her body shifts from anxious to excited as she hops a bit, getting into the moment. She breathes and, smoothing her shirt, then puts a hand to her ear. Oh? Is that a knocking on my door? Whomstever could it be? She bends dramatically in welcome as she opens the invisible door and clasps her hands together as she focuses her bright gaze on you. Oh my fucking G. Welcome to my abode, stranger. Soon to be more than stranger. Get on in here and let's get to frienditude. I know, I love her too! I love her so much. That might be coming on a little strong for typical company, but luckily, you are as friend-thirsty as they come, even without old golf ball nuts forcing you to be. Old golf ball nuts, fuck it all. You introduce yourself and step over the pretend threshold, hand extended. Roxy takes it and pulls you into a fast, tight hug. You wrap your noodly arms around her and return it as tight as you can. At first, you tell yourself she needs it. After all, you can feel her trembling back, her unsteady breath. A minute passes and you realize your hands are shaking too. When was the last time you just held someone? Just let yourself be held. Igor Umbra, she is perfect. God. I can just fucking love her. Also, this moment is so wonderful. The moment is quiet. You know it's an awkward pose, the two of you standing draped on each other in the middle of her house, and you realize belatedly that lying on the floor there's a window like the one you fell through right before you... Jesus, how did you get out of Doc Scratch's apartment? Now's not the time to think about that. But it's good. Calm. Interesting little tidbit tucked right in the middle of that beautiful prose. You want a hug? Big mood. Man, does anyone even fucking say that anymore? Whatever. You could keep going, honestly, but she steps back and tucks a puff of hair back into place, clearing her throat. She is still looking away from you, but she's grinning. Yeah, that was much better. Couple of friendship starting pros, am I right? They'll write guides to friendship about the two of you, you say. She sits down on the couch and gestures for you to join her, so you do. Now that you're settled, what she said right before you did your little skit hits your brain right in the face. Has she really never had anyone else around to speak to? Like, never? Never have I ever. What about the, chess guys, as she called them? The ones she mistook you for? Oh, we can communicate faux show, but not with words, really. I don't mean anything bad about them by it. They are really sweet when they aren't sneaking into my home. Plus, I don't blame them for their ways, on account of them being brought in by the batter witch and summarily forgotten. But, okay, we're not really on the same wavelength. So it's just kind of fucked me up when I thought one of them was looking at me with my eyeballs and saying my name like it was, like I was, whoa. Sorry, I'm still mega new to this. Her eyelids flutter closed and she shivers. Man, you thought Jake had it rough, but at least he had his grandma for a bit before she died. You wonder to yourself why she doesn't seem to have someone like that. You're about to do some mental math to see if you can work some connections out, but she gathers herself and interrupts you before you can do anything too smart. And to be clear, I can see the diff between you guys now. Though you don't not look like them, TBH. It's just you have a quality of, like, personhood to you. Anyway, the point is the resemblance is certifiable. But you're like the Velveteen chess guy. The what? Just because you're soft? Well, yeah, that too. But no, you know the Velveteen Rabbit? It's one of the few books my mom left me that wasn't super dense and cerebral Wozard fiction. Or Wizard. So I read it a lot before I got grown enough to really appreciate the complexities of the cerebral Wozard genre. Yeah, you know, I like Wozard, actually. No, you don't know that one. But you are constantly searching for meaning in your fucking life, so you will definitely check it out if there's someone like you in it. So, that is one of the tweets to peek at here. I have not read The Velveteen Rabbit. But the person who made this tweet has. So The Velveteen Rabbit... Roxy, the story of the Velveteen Rabbit, a toy rabbit that comes to life because of the love of its owner. Kind of makes you think of another very loved toy rabbit that ends up coming to life in that way. So this person made the additional connection to the rabbit from Con Air that gets passed around person to person, generation to generation. Which is also so sweet to think about. But yeah, like... Velveteen Rabbit is a toy rabbit that comes to life because of the love of its owner. So it's kind of so Roxy's kind of implying that, like, MSPA reader and the life, you know, that they have and the quality of personhood to them sprung up from the love of us. The people readers and lovers of Homestuck in the real world. Which is so fucking cute. I love that so much. I know, it's so sweet. So, yeah, that was just like your heart. I know, just like a perfect little thing to pop in there. But yes, so that is a little explanation of the Velveteen Rabbit reference. And she just mentioned her mom. She's not still around then, is she? Nah. Batter bitch killed her a long time ago. Before I ever got here. Back when society was uncollapsed and everything. But she knew I was coming, so she left me pretty well stocked with snacks and reading material and booze to last a lifetime. Though I have put a considerable dent in that last category, so we shall see if her planning skills truly were up to par when all's said and drunk. I thought maybe I was gonna get to meet her and all my other friends in this big IRL multiplayer game I was gonna kick ass at, but now, I guess I'm not playing anymore. Shit! You jump up as you put 2 and 2 together. You went to the past before. Or you came from the past, from Jane and Jake's time, which Roxy already knows. But spatially, you were here in this house. Then in that time. There was a woman who lived here then. You thought she was Roxy's mom at first, but then you maybe convinced yourself she wasn't, since a few hundred years happened between her and now. You don't know, a lot was going on. OMFG, you what? Was she beautiful? Hold on, let me show you. First thing out of Roxy Smith, was she beautiful? Oh, my sweet. Roxy roots around a bookshelf or something, and your brain starts expanding at a rapid rate. Concepts that had been hovering on the periphery of your mind suddenly converge. You already knew that Jane and Jake's deceased grandparents were your friends from the past, but you hadn't considered this, since you didn't know Roxy lived in the future then. Of course all that shit's connected. Of course that would make... Did she look like this? She hands you a book, cover open to show the author photo. There she is. Younger than she was when you saw her last night, but older than she was when you first met. You can't help saying her name out loud. Rose. MSP reader brain is like when you reach an evolution in Spore. Yeah. Just like everything clicked and it was just like fucking galaxy brain meme explosion. But the moment it connects and he's just like, Rose. Ugh. OMG. Why did grown-up her say you'd never met her before, though? Is she not the same person? Fuck the earlier math you were doing. This is way bigger than 2 plus 2. This is some serious mental calculus. You wiggle all your brain worms at once, and it hits you. The way it felt different than normal when you hopped from Jake's house to wherever that one place was. How it happened when you brought Jake home again, too. Like your guts dissolved sideways, how they rearranged slower once you landed. Had it happened when you first landed in Jane's yard, too? You were probably too turned around to even notice then. You know Roxy's super hyped right now, but do you tell her you gotta check something? Do some science. You'll be right back. You zap backward again. What did I tell you about coming back here? Now the title is Old Rose. Gotta play Spore again at some point. Yeah, that's one that I never really got into. Get your grubby time fingers out of my pie before you get caught. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Have a good day, ma'am. Okay, she's mad, which you expected. It also felt like an everyday wiggle belly time jump, which you also expected. You pop out of there, this time concentrating on your friend Rose, just a day after you last hung out. You should just feel yourself zoom further backward toward her, right? Yeah, what are you doing here? Science, motherfucker. Off you go, and... Wrong. It's that feeling again. That sideways dissolvement and reconstruction of your crudely rendered bowels. Oh, it's you. Long time no see. For you, I assume. Funny thing about that is no, actually, but you'll have to explain later. Yeah, science, bitch. Precisely. You apologize for paying her so short a visit and head back to Roxy. The feeling accompanies you yet again. You pop back into Roxy's living room a fraction of a second after you left. Those brainworms are wiggling at top speeds. Damn, B, I know you don't know this about me, but I love science projects. I got a whole lab and everything. I'm hexa qualified. Wanna take me with you? Oh, sorry, you already went. Fuck, there I go blinking and missing all the good shit. For the best, TPH, or else I'd have sat here worrying that you'd never come back. Abandonment crisis totes averted for the moment. High five. High five. What rad science fact did you learn? Was it about my mom? You take a deep breath. You're kind of laying down the knowledge tracks a second before your brain cart rolls down them, so you're hoping this makes sense as you piece it together word by word. You think this is a different universe? Yo, what? You met the woman Roxy thinks of as Mom, but you also have a friend named Rose from a while ago. She's friends with Jake's grandma and Jane's grandma, and you're pretty sure she even read you some of the same fucking book at one point. But they can't be the exact same people, even if they all look the same. Things feel different there than they do here. Like looking in an inside-out mirror with every cell of your body. Those definitely exist, don't worry. Hells to the yeah. I'm following you. Would love to gaze inside one of those mirrors and flip my shit some way. Would be a liar if I said I'd never thought about that as a general concept. But that's besides the point. More importantly, what you're saying is I have double the moms I thought I had yesterday. And you're also saying you can, like, go visit any and all moms whenever you want. Just go on a mom visiting bender. No rules, just moms? And I can come along? Well, no, there are a couple rules. But other than that, yeah. Damn, you thought she might take more convincing. Look around at all my gear and cat clones and general living situation, bud. Oh yeah, I forgot to point out all the cats. So there's one up at the top of the stairs on the left-hand side, and you can see a paw and a tail coming out from behind the coffee table in front of the couch. Yeah, there are cats. It's very cute. Very cute little detail. All I'm saying is none of that is particularly hard to believe. And after all the grief I endured trying to get Janie to believe me, it'd be pretty fucking stupid, not to mention rude as heck of me not to believe you now. You're my friend. Whew, that's a relief. That is a relief. Your grasp on this shit is tenuous at best, so it's good she is so easy to win over. It is one of my best qualities. Or at least one of my biggest ones. Oh, though before she gets too excited, one of the rules does seem to be that her mom in this universe doesn't want to be visited, though. That's kind of a big one. Oh, I see. Well, did she say why? I mean, if y'all already hung out, what's so bad about one more chill sesh? Unless, I don't know. It's okay for you, but you can see her start to blame herself, so you cut her off. It's definitely not that she didn't seem interested, more like she couldn't. She shooed you away every time you tried to say hi, like she was afraid you'd fuck shit up, which, to be fair, you do regularly. She said she was preparing for something. You look around. Or someone? Ah, yeah, okay. Makes sense. It's funny, actually. No, I'm joking. You're like, it sucks. But, like, situationally, it's funny. Because that game I mentioned that Janie's off destroying, a week ago I wasn't even sure if I wanted to play. was pretty ready to go to desperate measures to not play it at all, if I'm being totes honest. BTH. But then Jane said she might. But then Jane said when Jane said she met you and was all hellbent on doing some righteous smiting to the whole company, IDK, it hit me that I kind of did want to play after all. Like, I thought maybe I'd meet my mom in the game and I'd finally get to talk to this lady I'd built my whole ass sense of self around. Get to see how she is in real, actual life and figure out how bad I fucked it up in my version of it. Well, anyway. We aren't playing, so it didn't matter. I've been trying to be a good friend and lend my hacker skills to Jane, cause... to Jane's cause. But it hurt and I think I had to tell her. And then you showed up and my options shifted like 75 more times. I barely got time to come to terms with it being okay to want something before it gets swiped away from me. Oh, lol. Shit, you really didn't mean to mess with her expectations. You should have kept your mouth shut till you figured out what all this meant. She smiles at you, and you don't have to have known her for long to tell that it's forced. Ah, shit. You can fix this. So, we're gonna take 5. Because it's time to take 5. But about this choice, this is another one that I feel like it's important to do a specific ending first. So I will leave you in suspense of wondering which option that is and what ending it will be. Let's go Rose all the way. Okay. You see a choice and hit it with a bat. Yeah, because normally I'm like, y'all choose. But this is another one that I think doing one ending first is important. So, well, I will say, Ego Dumbra, it is the choice that you were going for. One more visit to this universe's roads couldn't hurt, right? So, that's indeed what we're returning to. So, I'm gonna pop that break text up, put the music on, and we will continue in 5 minutes. Okay, everyone, hello. Welcome back. It's time to keep on moving. That cat in the top corner is mad dogging us right now. It is. It's making such a cheeky face. Okay. It's time. One more visit to this universe's roads couldn't hurt, right? Hey, who knows? Maybe her mom wouldn't mind another visit if you brought Roxy along. Like, maybe she was just annoyed when it was your bothersome self. She was definitely a little sad when she talked about Roxy living so far away, temporally speaking. You really think? I mean, if you don't think she'd mind, I'd be 100% down, locked and loaded, ready to family bond right the fuck now. Before I get too nervous to change my mind. Should we partake in a celebratory sippy before we go? She reaches under her couch and pulls out a bottle of vodka. You make a non-committal noise as you work out how to respond. You called Jake out for enabling this, so you don't want to do the same. It's delicate, though. What am I thinking? She'll probably have her own stash anyway. Why else would she have left such vast quantities of this stuff for me to reckon with? Yeah, you guess. Though maybe she meant for her to bust into it when she was a bit older, or like maybe for special occasions. Well, saddle up and we can add that one to the list of questions to ask her. It's gonna be pretty far down though, I got a lot. You extend your hand, she takes it, and off you go. You choose a point a little further ahead in Rose's timeline just to give her time to miss you. Just in case. You zap to the doorstep to ease Roxy into it. She plasters herself to the wall next to the door, breathing heavy. You take care of the knocking part. Oh, shit, boy. This is it. Look at all these fucking trees around my house. Hopey shit. Old Rose comes to the door, and from the look on her face as she stares you down, she has absolutely not missed you even a little bit. Ah, my incorrigible male person. What did I tell you before? You should not be here, or now. Her imperial bane of my existence may not be paying attention to what you do with your friends, but she's keeping tabs on me after your last visit. It isn't safe for you here, and I can't have you compromise this location. From the side, Roxy exhales. Rose turns. Her voice is soft and broken, snow falling from branches. Oh. Sorry, Miss Mom. Mom Lalonde? Roxy. We didn't mean to bust down operations. I just wanted to meet you. No, I know. I know it. And despite the circumstances, I am so glad to have been able to see you two. More than you know. But you can't stay. Yeah, okay, of course, yeah, no worries, I'm sorry. You have to go right now, before... A light streaks through the clouds and you crane your neck to see it, but Rose grabs you both and drags you inside, slamming the door. Shit, this is bad, right? Fuck, she's even faster than I thought. I have to call Dave. She stops muttering to herself and speaks instead to you and Roxy in a sharp, decisive turn of her head. What's done is done. Get back before there's nothing to get back to. But... Rose touches her knuckles to Roxy's cheek, and you feel like you shouldn't be here for this moment. Shouldn't have brought her here. Shouldn't have done anything ever. You never learn your fucking lesson. You do the only good thing left for you to do, and take Roxy's hand. She's still sputtering, pulling you as she reaches towards Rose. There is a low rumble. The house shakes. Rose has pulled some knitting needles out of nowhere, and they're sparking with energy, and she's crying! Now. When you open your eyes again, you're in Roxy's version of the same living room. Or almost that. You know it's hers, though it's decorated more sparsely, and there's a corner of the house that's just fucking gone, rebuilt how the surrounding buildings were, with a rickety chess guy patch job. Shit. You stop surveying the timeline damage and instead look to Roxy. She's just standing, staring, blank. Her hand is over her mouth. You're so sorry. You never should have suggested they do that. It's probably best for you to go. All you do is make things worse. The slackness in her face turns to panic. No, please. I shouldn't ask to go. It's my fault. Don't leave me. In your guts, you know you're the one in the wrong. You are supposed to be the responsible time traveler. You don't know how to make her see this without making her feel worse. She runs and opens a cabinet, then a second, then a third, her movements more frantic each time. Eventually, she surfaces, successful. Oh, thank fuck the booze is still here. Always looking out for me, that mom. Look, it's okay. We can still have fun. You don't have to go. Please don't go. She's crying as she talks, her voice climbing higher with fear. Her smile is begging you. You know you'll have to look later. Check whatever corners of the internet or historical documents Roxy has laying around to see what happened, but you feel in your belly that it will only confirm what you suspect. It would be better if she hated you. You're not ready to face what you did, so you take the bottle Roxy is holding out towards you, take a long, burning swig. More for you means less for her, you hope, as you pass the bottle back. We're going to back this up a bit because I just realized I am a fool idiot who forgot to turn the fucking music back on. I do this every fucking time. But when we get to this part, the music changes. I mean, I kind of want to take a look at some of their lines back here again as well. But yeah, we get, you know, her imperial bane of my existence may not be paying attention to what you do with your friends, but she's keeping tabs on me after your last visit. So Rose in this location was previously pretty tucked away. And of course, they meet. But we get a couple of lines here, like, fuck, she's even faster than I thought. And you mentioned Igor Arma, Batterwitch, an evil MSPA reader. She's even faster than I thought. Could be her accessing that Crocketeer MSPA reader powers to travel with that speed. And then she goes, I have to call Dave. And it's just like, oh, Dave. But, yeah, go before there's nothing to get back to. This moment, and then we get this sprite, the tear running down her face. Now. And then when we return, like, look at this fucking room compared to before. Like, it's not just in a state of disrepair. It's, you know, everything is gone. All of this stuff. Okay, so I just learned something new about the controls. If you right-click, you get the save screen. But yeah, that's the implication. MSPA reader got Rose killed. That shit hurted, and I cried real ass tears when I read that for the first time. Oh my god. Big pain. Yeah. Yeah. That shit hurted, but it was so well written. God. I think you leave fascinated. Like, if she had more time, she would reform things and all that. Yeah, that's the thing, right? She, you know, her and... I mean, we don't even know about Dave in that situation, right? Like, what happened with Dave then, too, if this whole kerfuffle happened. But, yeah, she didn't, in this timeline that we just created, there was no, she was not around to do things like ride Guy Fieri's dead body down a waterfall of blood. I love Homestuck. Oh, her shirt in the last, that's true, in the end screen, it was making a little face too. Alright, that's what you meant, right? Oh, fuck. I fast forward. You know, fuck it. Fuck it. But yeah, that's why I said I felt it was important to do things in a specific order for this one. Because that ending was fucking crushing. And it would have been a super bummer to end the stream on. You know what they say, dead days are the enemy. Yep. Oh. But yes. So that was the bad end. That shit hurted, motherfucker. But now, let's see if we can turn things around. Let's go in a different direction. I'm gonna have a sip of water first, actually, before we keep reading. Okay. Moms are cool, but so are friends. It's not just moms, you tell her. You can definitely take her to go see any one of her friends she already has, too. What, like right now? If she wants, yeah. You're down for whatever. Is it weird to be so nervous about that? Don't get me wrong, I want to see the fuck out of some of my friends. Plop my eyes right on those guys. Followed, of course, by hogs. Hugs. It's just a really big thing, and I'm feeling a little dizzy even thinking about picking one. Yeah, you haven't met all her friends yet, but you know just enough about all the various dynamics for that to make sense. And hey, there's no need to rush. You can take her somewhere else, just the two of you. That way she can still get out of the house and see something new, and you guys can sit and talk through who to go see rather than just leaping right in. Yeah, okay. That sounds chill. Where to then, my cosmic taxi friend? Let's start with somewhere chill, you say, and she nods. Like many things about Earth, there are places you know exist that you have no memory of ever having been to. They're just a part of your cultural knowledge, learned by your past self and later subsumed into the ever-widening miasma of your mind. You pick one of those places, somewhere that feels like at one point it could have been something you cared about. It looks like a forest at first, but the pine trees have been shaped by wind. You turn, and the earth in front of you butts up against the ancient stone of an outcropping. It stretches out below your feet in a long, striated arc until it curves into nothingness. Ooh, yeah, it's pretty, right? Goddamn. Behind it is an endless sea of mountains, rolling and rolling, fading deep green to blue as they turn into sky. The sun is just below the horizon. Oh, it's so open. Her voice is the quietest it's been since you met her, her bright, boisterous charm lulled into awe. You ask her if she thinks this will work. Are you shitting me? Buster, I have never seen a more gorgeous thing in my entire existence. We are gonna take a fucking seat and soak in this nature with every one of our pores. The visible ones, I mean. Don't go getting any ideas. Or do, TBH, you could be doing naked cartwheels right now and I wouldn't even notice because, as I said previously, my eyes are slurping up these sights. There. You're not agile enough for that, clothed or otherwise, but you're glad she likes it here. The two of you sit for a while, soaking it in. This is a schedule-free life you lead, so however long it takes for her to talk is fine with you. It doesn't take too long, though. So, you met Jane. Jake, too, if I'm not wrong. They talked about you some, but they've been more busy hanging out with you than talking about you, if I'm BTH. How about, Strider? He hasn't said anything about you, and I like to think he'd tell me if he got the first visit of his whole life, but maybe he wouldn't be ready to share with me. It's a pretty big thing for me, and for him, it'd be even bigger. Yeah, because she at least has the chess people. Dirk got nobody. She seems poised to continue hypothesizing about him for a while, so you go ahead and tell her that no, you haven't met him, but you sure have heard a lot about him from Jake. Ah, well, yeah. What, would you get a different version of things from her? Oh my oh. How far in this drama you want to get? You're already pretty far entrenched as far as you can tell, so she might as well fill you in on the rest. Just Caliborn. Are you referring to Lil Cal? So even Lil Cal in the Alpha timeline is the empty shell. And Alpha Lil Cal does not yet contain one Caliborn plus one Arqueus plus half of Gamzee. Time to get some motherfucking popcorn. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Okay, so. I'm about to lay it all out there for you. Because I trust you, and also, I don't care what to do about it all, and some farm fresh opinions might be just what I need. The way she turns to you and clutches her hands together, launching directly into the story, you'd never think she was new to slumber party gossip. We got quite the love quadrangle going down in this friend group. Janie and Dirk are both into Jake, which, like, fair. He's V-sweet and a hunk no matter how you slice it. Jake, as you may know, is a wild card here. No idea who he might go for. Which is also fair, if I am to continue to be a referee here. Because Jane is a stone-cold fox. Luscious babe going hecka places. And Dirk is... whew, he's just about perfect. So... she trails off and wrinkles her nose as she looks back out over the mountains. Her gaze is heavy with longing. So, another tweet just pointing out, what's going on here? So yeah, he's just about perfect. And I get Dirk being like, that's how crazy it is for her to think I'm disappointed in her. The truth is she's the most amazing person I ever knew. She's everything in a human being I wish I could be, but I can't be him because I'm in my own way. Honestly, I'm not even sure I'm even worthy of dying next to her. They just, the two of them, they hold each other to such high standards in themselves as to such low self-esteem. These fucking kids. Crying, yelling cat emoji. Yes. Exactly. That is the precise fucking emotion. God. Okay, I just gotta put this link in my little document for a second here. Whoop. What the fuck? Sorry, I just accidentally opened another program I didn't mean to. And it's not closing. Okay, there it is. Boop. Don't you at me. What? Just seems like she's leading up to her spot in the quadrangle is all. Yeah, well, I'm in there. Like in the last one I mentioned. Okay. What? You're doing it again. Oh, just for a minute you couldn't tell which direction she was headed. You thought she might be jealous of Dirk himself and the way she looked when she said all that, but it's that she has feelings for him? You're just trying to keep up. Roxy laughs and covers her face. God damn, called out here on top of the fucking world. You're not wrong, I guess. In a way. Not to continue the vicious call-out, but earlier it was her mom she said she tried to be like, and now it's Dirk? You're like the president of the universe at trying to figure out who you are and trying on different ways of being to see what fits, so no judgment there. It's just that it seems like she has a lot of questions about who she wants to be, which is legit as hell. That's life, baby. Yeah, I guess that's the whole thing, you know? I wanted to be like her because she's my family and like the only person I knew about for so long. Then I met him and I was like, oof, there's more unlockable options? Who knew? Maybe I could, I don't care. I do have feelings for him for sure. For him, to be sure. But you're right. Sometimes with him, it does get all mixed up. You ever not sure if you want to be somebody or be with somebody? I mean, I like the me I made from nothing, and I don't want every single piece of his bullshit, of course, but he's like the shadow just out of my range of vision, like some kind of what if. Me, if I had just been... I don't care if this makes any fucking sense outside of my own head, though. What's that you said about that Turnways mirror? Let's hop on that universe jumping train and see where it takes us. Metaphorically, I mean. LMAO at the unlockable options, yeah. I'm not ready to move a single ass cheek off this bitchin' rock yet. It's all metaphorical anyway. Well, not the multiple universes thing. That's pretty much a fact as far as you can tell. But the turning yourself inside out bit. Whatever it is about him that she feels pulling at her, this thing she wants for herself, it's probably bigger than him anyway. He's just the person who made her notice it. Same as it was with her mom. And anyway, it turns out lots of options are unlockable once you realize some locks were in your brain to begin with. Damn, buddy. Is this what it's always like to talk to your friends face to face? To talk to friends face to face? Hauling up piles of deep, meaningful truths left and right? Or is this just a you thing? Yeah, so that whole chunk was a little more epilogue pokey like we had with a couple of the other characters. But of course with Roxy in particular, it was talking about the gender feels and transmask Roxy. You have absolutely no way of knowing, but you do know what happens to you a lot. It's different every time though, and it never gets old. Good, because I feel like this got a layer one of all my thoughts and feelings about this stuff. I'm a little afraid to dig deeper, but if you're there with me, maybe we'll find some shit in there and not just big empty question marks. Shit, yeah, you can go for round 2 whenever. You're game to keep digging at identity all day if she wants, though they did come up here to decide who to visit, right? Does this mean the choice is Dirk? God, IDK, man. Yeah, maybe. Eventually. I want to see all 3 of them, plus another friend I haven't mentioned yet, but you'd get along with her because she's also an alien. Kelly! But I might want to start with my kid mom who's visitable. Not yet, though. Lol, I never would have thought I'd be putting this off any longer than I had to, but meeting you has been one of the best things I ever did. I want to sit and stew in this friend's soup with you for a bit longer, and then savor the bites in my other friend's soups when I can. However ready to eat or not I might be. Shit, this metaphod is getting away from me. Can you take over? You're not sure how salvageable it is, but yeah, you're down to simmer with her as long as she wants. And you think she and her teen mom will get along very well, shared mom trauma and drama included, whenever it comes time to introduce them. She shouldn't worry about being perfectly ready either. You haven't skipped ahead to see who she becomes, but you're pretty confident she has it in her to be someone she can be proud of and comfortable being. Oh. Meet Roxy. Someone that can look back on this Roxy with kindness, too, no matter what choices she ends up making. Oh, you're gonna make me cry again. Please, no. Whew. Also, not that I'm gonna forget today ever, but I should document. She pulls her phone out and holds it up to frame her shot. She is glowing in the light of sunrise. You watch her, you watch her, you watch the sun, you watch the fog curl through the valleys below. Okay, now a selfie. She drapes her arm over your shoulder and points the camera at both of you. Work it. Oh yeah, that one's cute as fuck. She messes with her phone, opening a chat with someone whose handle you don't recognize. You wonder, as she sends the photo their way, if it's the alien friend. It'd be cool if Roxy was friends with a troll you hadn't met yet. Uranian Umbra. Ah! Hey, you there? I guess not, but it's okay. I just wanted to say hi. I know we didn't talk much about the game not being on anymore last time we got to chatting, but I know we were both feeling it. And I got so many more updates for you when you're back online. So, get hype. And check out this choice-ass view I'm peeping right now as a preview. Thinking of you, TTY out, TTLY. It's like, Kelly's not responding anymore because they're not playing the game anymore, so it's not the right timeline. Like how, like Jade said that Jake just like suddenly stopped responding. Or no, Jake said that Jade suddenly stopped responding, and then Jade kind of said the same thing. Oh no, you just stopped responding. Yeah. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Jade. I had to break this news to you. But that's what's happening. Because, yeah, it's not the right timeline anymore, you know, for the time fuckery and the fuck. It's time to get comfy on this rock. You might end up being here for a while, since Roxy's not quite ready to get zapped anywhere else, which, when you consider it, is fine. There is a difference, you think, between inaction and patience. There are small, weighty changes to be made in stillness. You, worried you choose too much, and Roxy, afraid she was robbed of choice from the start, meet in the middle. She pockets the phone and grins at you. You lean back on your elbows and tilt your head up toward the sky. Chillin'. Another crying, yelling cat emoji. Lots of those today. But yeah. Oh. Wow. So yeah, that was definitely... That's my favorite. That one is my favorite of all of the Pesterquests. It was so well written and so fucking just God, everything. Into the future, you vibed with Roxy on the edge of a vast alpine woodland. Or vast. Yeah. Let's take a look at the credits, the wonderful people who put this together. Roxy Lalonde's route was written by Lalo fucking Hunt. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, when I finished this whole thing for the first time, I know I mentioned this on the Discord, but when I finished this for the first time, I immediately, like, stormed into the credits, like, who the fuck did this to me? Who did this to me? Because I was so, like, emotionally, oh my god. So beautiful. Just, like, wow. Amazing, Lalo Hunt. Fucking amazing. In the character art, you may recognize the style of one Haven Daniels Taylor, aka Vintage Foods. The sprites, the sprites were so fucking gorgeous. That's actually another one of my things here. It's just a fun little thing that someone noticed about the sprites, which is the similarity with a bunch of the Dave poses. Like, it's so perfect. Because, like, just the speech patterns and everything, and, like, look at this. That's so cute. Just makes me want to fucking cry all over again. Ugh. But yeah, like the similar kind of hand gestures and the expressions. Oh. They look so cute next to each other too. But yeah, so it's like with the sprite poses and things. I love that they did that. Backgrounds and ending cards done by the lovely Courtney Brundle. And the music, Roxy's theme, would you believe this was for something else? Yeah, this was a number of the, like, newer Pesterquest themes were things that James Roach just kind of, like, had and then modified a little bit to work into the game, rather than, like, brand spanking new things that he just whipped up within the last little bit. You forgot Terzi's was a fucking QR code. Yep. But, yeah, Roxy's theme, would you believe this was for something else? Because it's perfect. It's so good, right? I kind of forgot to take a moment to appreciate the music in this volume, but it's very fittingly Roxy. It's very her sound. And of course, where is it? Roxy's theme number 2, Even in Death, Tomorrow's Belly remix by Clark Powell. That was played in... what fucking Flash was it? It was in a Flash. If I just find the fucking... That's not what I meant to click on. Sound credits. 5438. S Act 6 Act 4. That was it. Yeah, so that was Even in Death, Tomorrow's Belly remix. That was from Act 6 Act 4. But yes. Game design, we've got Andrew D. Cohey again, volume 13. Then we're back at the bottom. And that's the credits. Dun, 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 dun. And as our finisher, whoops, that's the wrong window. As our finisher for today, we have, as usual, the Steam post, the Steam news post for this volume. So we have Roxy Lalonde, chin up gamer, your headset is falling. Roguish and well spoken. And that cute little card. And of course the emojis, as usual. Wallpapers, and a little message at the very bottom. The final volume approaches April 1st. The next and final installment of Pesterquest will release April 1st. We're making something special for Volume 14 and the epilogue. We can't wait to share it with you all. You fucking love one Roxy Lalonde. Yes. I love her so much. Oh my god. You're so pumped? Me too. Oh my god, I'm excited, but I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Oh my god, and it's like a month away. Fuck. But yeah, like they're taking their sweet time to do something. Oh my god. I don't even know. Like, oh my god. Fuck. Like, I'm just thinking back to like the end of Hive Swap Friend Sim and how fucking hype as fuck that was, because people were like suspecting Doc Scratch involvement, but not to the extent that he was involved. And like then they ended it with him sitting him down to get MSPA Reader to read fucking Homestuck, and it opens it in your browser and it's all meta and shit, and it was so fucking good. Oh my god. What would be the epilogue? Oh, JC is on your best friend's birthday. That's so sweet. If the epilogue is Callie and Caliborn, you're gonna scream. Yeah, I mean, like, that is a theory. Igor Denver, there's, like, theories that it'll be, like, something to do with Callie and Caliborn. There's theories that it'll have something to do with, like, the epilogues, like Epilogue Dirk. MSP Reader better remember their friends in the epilogue. Oh my god, if they do some shit where, like, MSP Reader finally remembers having read Homestuck and the way that things were supposed to go, I'm gonna get fucked up. I'm so fucking excited. Oh my god, I have to wait a whole month. Yeah, T-Pose guy. Oh my god, you remember. I totally forgot about fucking T-Pose guy. That's another, theory that we'll like find out who T-Pose guy is, or like what that means, why that kept happening. Like, yeah. You're betting on Hussy. Interesting. We shall see. I have no fucking clue. But yes, I am incredibly excited. I know I'm not the only one who's incredibly excited to see the grand conclusion to this months-long journey. When the first volume comes out, it will have been 6 months. No, 7. 7 months for this whole project to come out. So it's been a long fucking journey. God damn. Then there was like Hive Swap Friendsome that was like even longer. It was like 2/3 of a year ish, I think. It ran from like April 13th to like early December. Yeah. Friendsim was like 8 months. Pesterquest is going to be running on 7? Oh, yeah. Yeah, damn. It's been a long journey. I'm super excited to come to the conclusion. I'm also super excited sometime, between now and volume 14 of Pesterquest coming out, we're going to get 2 more Homestuck Squared updates plus another bonus update. So much to be excited for! And I am very excited. Oh shit, indeed. Oh yeah, and before the next volume comes out, I'm gonna be almost finished with this fucking school term. God, I can't wait for it to be over. Woo! Alright. I'm going to close the game that's been going in the background and sign off for the night. Tomorrow will be another regular Homestuck Reread stream. And next Wednesday, I believe we are going to be finishing OneShot. We're looking pretty close to the end there. Yeah. Nope. Whoops. Okay, well, I guess we're not finishing OneShot next week. But we're at the beginning of the end, I think. We're getting into the fucking tower. So it's like beginning of the end. Yeah. So there's at least 2 more OneShot streams left. But still, getting into some very exciting stuff, I believe. But yes, that's OneShot. And then next weekend will be... Maybe we'll actually have a weekend with 2 Homestuck Reread streams in a row for the first time in fucking ages. But that would mean that that would be only if there's no Homestuck Squared update, which, like, who even knows? So, we'll see. But tomorrow is definitely going to be Homestuck Reread. You're hyped? Good. Get fucking pumped. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. You love re-experiencing it? Well, I am glad that you are enjoying it. But for now, I gotta stop. I'm like playing with the coaster on my desk, and I need to stop doing that because it's making a bunch of noise. Okay. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. I hope that you enjoyed our journey through Roxy's Pesterquest volume. I love it so much. 20 bajillion kudos to Lalonde. That was beautiful. Beautiful writing. Beautiful art from Haven and Courtney Brando, and like all it. It's just chef hand kiss motion, so good. Oh, tomorrow, same time, same place, Homestuck Reread. Hope I will see you there. Yes, good night, Igor Dambra. Good night, JC. Good night, Jay. Good night, anyone viewing anonymously. Good night to anyone who's watching this on YouTube in the future. Thanks so much for hanging out. That was a voice crack. Yeah, I gotta go have some water and rest my voice a little. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever you may be getting up to. We're gonna, fingers crossed, to be seeing you all right back here tomorrow for that Homestuck Reread stream, and we'll finish off the Cyan. Still just like, how's that one supposed to be pronounced? The Cyan experience will play us out.